This past Tuesday was a great day in the Diocese of Joliet. Our new bishop, Ronald Hicks, was installed as the 6th Bishop of Joliet. This normally would have been an event of big fanfare and celebration. Rayner Street in front of the cathedral would have been closed for a procession that would have included many seminary and altar servers, cardinal supage, 50 or more bishops, hundreds of deacons and priests. But unfortunately, due to the COVID pandemic, the celebration was somewhat muted and only a few number of people could attend. Most priests, like myself and Father James, were invited to watch the installation Mass on television, which we did. Despite the muted celebration, there was a spirit of freshness and energy evident in our new bishop. I am looking forward to his shepherding our diocese. The day of Bishop Hicks's installation was the feast of the archangels, Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael. Bishop made some points in his homily that are so apropos as we begin Respect Life Month. He said the church is to reflect what the archangels do. Michael does battle with evil. Bishop said that then we are called to defend and protect human life, the poor, the marginalized, the oppressed, the environment, and our faith itself. Gabriel was the messenger. Bishop said that we are called to be messengers of the good news by our words and our deeds, that we must evangelize. Raphael brings healing. Bishop said that we are all called to be healers of violence and racism, that we must never turn a blind eye to the unborn, sick, suffering, orphan, elderly, and victims of abuse. In these few words, our new bishop calls us to embrace the gospel of life. The parable of the vineyard in today's gospel is a warning to us. The kingdom of God will be taken away from you and given to a people that will produce its fruit. It is an exhortation for us to be workers in the kingdom of God in our time and place. Unfortunately, we have become a nation of spectators. We watch TV and movies. We watch our handheld devices. We watch other people play sports, but we don't take the field ourselves. Respect Life Month challenges us to rise up from the bench and get to work to build God's kingdom on earth. Of course, we reverence life when we see a beautiful baby, a young married couple, a person at the height of his or her career. If something should ever happen to such individuals, all the medical resources of our society would be gathered and mobilized to help save a life. The real challenge we bring to our country is to ask not whether we reverence life in the beautiful, the healthy, the talented, but whether we care for all of human life. Some people say that the Catholic Church is preoccupied with abortion, with protecting the unborn. Once a baby is born, they say, the Catholic Church disappears. There is nothing further from the truth. If there is any institution on earth that for the 20 centuries of its existence has looked after the poor, the sick, the orphans, the hungry, the uneducated, those afflicted with cancer, the homeless, addicts, and immigrants, it is the Catholic Church. Today, however, the Church focuses especially on the unborn because that is where a major threat resides. To disregard life at its most vulnerable, when you can't see it, can't tickle it, can't touch it, can't look into its eyes, is the beginning of the dehumanizing and trivializing of all human life. That is why the church today is the voice of the unborn, as she was of the lepers, the disabled, and the orphans in the past. There are groups around our country that take care of the environment because the environment can't take care of itself. There are groups of people dedicated to the care of wildlife, following the mandate of Genesis, because wildlife in today's world can't protect itself. What about the care of human life, especially unborn life? These human beings cannot protect themselves either. God has given us a beautiful world in which we can come to grow in his image and to know him. The crown of this vineyard is human life. If this portion of the vineyard, human life, is ravaged, it won't be from outer space. It will be from neglect here on earth. It won't be from invasion, but from within, as human life is wasted and destroyed by our action or inaction. This is Respect Life Month. I urge you to choose some dimension of human life: the elderly, the disabled, the unborn, euthanasia, the death penalty, and make that your area of special care and prayer. Join the pro-life movement. It has no membership lists, no dues, no meetings. It only requires the commitment to do what we are able to do to stand for the sanctity of all human life. God has given us a vineyard, the only one like it as far as we know in the universe, blessed with the miracle of human life. The Lord has also given us a beautiful country. Whether it is a place where all of human life has a chance to grow and thrive is up to us. Whether the future holds a respect for human life is not decided by the stars. It will be decided by ourselves. None of us can do everything. We all can do something to restore respect for human life in our time. Let's get in the game and bring the gospel of life to the ballot box this November, because as Catholics, we believe that all lives matter.